back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, welcome to the Glam Fam. I have so much to catch you guys up with. It is insane. I have been so MIA off of YouTube. As you can see from this title, this is what we're going to talk about today. It is going to be just a super chill, cash, chit-chat, get ready with me. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about my absence, why I haven't been on YouTube. I have been MIA for multiple reasons, and I also made a post on the gram. So I asked you guys to just ask me all of the questions you want me to address. So I'm just gonna go one by one and just look through some of these and ask you guys, answer your questions. Yeah, answer the questions you guys asked. Got it. So before I ramble on, I want to start actually getting into the makeup, because I know once I get into a topic, I'm just gonna talk and forget to finish my makeup. So I am going to be doing a super blown out cranberry smoky eye using this palette. This is the Morphe 39A palette. I'm not going to be really talking about the products in depth, but everything that you will need to know for this video will be listed below. So where have I been? Where do we start? Okay, so my last video I filmed here was, I want to say like 8 months ago. Since then, you guys, my world has changed. Literally, my world. But all for the better. So don't think, you know, I'm going through something bad. I'm not, I promise. I was just in a really bad funk, and I was not inspired to do anything. It's like as if my life was stuck in a standstill moment. My career was stuck in like a standstill moment. I was not excelling the way I wanted to. I had no inspiration. I had no love for YouTube anymore. I pretty much lost my passion for YouTube, and not even just creating and uploading, actually watching. YouTube itself has been so saturated. It's insane. It's insane in a sense where YouTubers that have like smaller accounts just like myself, you don't even get your videos out there the way you wish you would. And that's not the reason why I wasn't on YouTube, but it plays a role. It plays a role as to me not being as motivated. You just kind of second guess yourself, like, what is it that I'm doing wrong, you know? Or even if it's just like you're not doing something wrong, but you don't have the proper equipment to give what you can deliver. So I was just so unmotivated. Is that a word? Unmotivated? You're unmotivated? I was just not in the right place to be creating content for you guys. Aside from it being so fun, yes, I am blessed that this is a job, if you will, but this is pretty much work. And if you guys are ever going through a funk and a stage where you're just uninspired, the people around you are not just like lifting you up, you're not going to deliver your best. Even if it's a 9-to-5 job, even if you're working in an office, even if you're working in a factory, anything you do, if you're not in a good place mentally, you're not going to deliver. You're not going to want to go into work wearing your favorite outfit, motivated, inspired, just ready to tackle on the day. And that was me. I was so unmotivated. I need to know if this is a word. Hold on. Hey Siri, is unmotivated a word?
Not having interest in or enthusiasm for something, especially work or study.
Yes.
Do you want to hear the remaining one?
No. Anyways, fast forward 3-4 months, I am in such a good place mentally, physically. I could lose about 10 pounds, whatever. We don't care about that. But mentally, I'm in a good place. Work-wise, I'm in a great place. If you have also noticed my Instagram, and it doesn't even matter, numbers truly don't matter. It's always about the engagement and the following and the loyalty of your followers. But for about 2 years, I was stuck at 145 followers, 145,000 followers. And it was always fluctuating. Like it would go up to 146, it would come down to 144, just back and forth. I was at a steady 145. And now looking back, I want to say it's been about 2 months and I am at almost 169,000 followers. That blows my mind. I've never excelled. Who is that? And a lot of that comes from just me being in a better place. That's exactly why I didn't want to film anything. And actually I attempted to film a YouTube video, like a super fun look, like a bright tutorial. I just was not in it. I turned my camera on. I was about halfway done filming, and I was just like, no, I'm not where I want to be. We're not going to film right now. You guys noticed. You guys even noticed the fact that I am not in my little bubble. I have totally expanded my horizons. I have been working with so much more color, glitter, different types of looks, and I'm just in a good place. Aside from this, YouTube itself is not easy. Those of you who have YouTube channels and create content, you guys can vouch for me when I say this. It's hard, okay? It's hard. I'm a one-man show. I don't have anyone editing my content. I don't have anyone filming for me, setting up my lights. But that is no excuse because everyone does it. Everyone starts by being a one-man show. I'm sure a lot of people are struggling with that issue. All you have to do is jump on YouTube, okay? Watch like 4 or 5 YouTube videos on filming setups, lighting, equipment, camera, all of that. That's all you have to do. And I did that, and I am so like satisfied with my setup. Of course it can be better and it will be better, but time will tell. Aside from me doing tutorials, I enjoy the actual process of the editing, the filming, and that's a big reason as to why I haven't relinquished control. I am Monica from Friends when it comes to relinquishing control, because she does not like to let anyone else clean her house, and I do not like to let anyone edit for me or film for me. But there will come a point in my career where I can't do it anymore myself. So as of now, that is the reasoning as to why I have been so MIA. But I am not gonna let that bother me. I love my channel. I love you guys. There is such a different relationship that I share with you guys than I do on Instagram or on Snapchat, because my YouTube fam is like my OG. I have videos here that I probably don't even want to mention, but it's like from 4 years ago. And I have built such a connection with you guys ever since then. And that's why I don't want to stop doing YouTube. It's one of my favorite platforms to use, and it's also therapeutic for me. Sitting in front of my camera, sitting in front of these lights when no one is home is just so calming for me, because I get to do me. Let's dig into the questions. So I have someone here asking, would you like to be a celebrity makeup artist, and if so, how? How meaning like how would I get there? Okay, got it. Celebrity makeup artist, absolutely not. It's not my thing. It's never been my thing. I don't think I've ever wanted to be a celebrity makeup artist. But this is just my personal opinion. I don't want to offend anyone. For those of you who are celebrity makeup artists, I give you guys so much props. You pretty much have to cater a lot to them. You have to sacrifice a lot, and that's totally okay if that is your goal. If it's your goal, get on it, jump on it. It's so doable. But I just feel like I can't, how do I say this to not be mean? I can't offer that much of my time to a celebrity, because it's like they go to Canada, you're going to Canada. They need to go to England next week, you're on the plane with them, going, flying. You're always just moving and you're always mobile. That's not my thing. Eventually I want to have a family. I want to have kids. I want to make a house into a home. I want to just live steady. I feel like you have to sacrifice a lot to be a celebrity makeup artist, and those who are able to, again, like I said, all props to you, but it's just not my thing. Can you talk about if you recommend Rhino worth it ? Yes, actually. Well, I'm not going to get into it in this video, only because some of you might not care, and that's totally fine. But I will have an actual in-depth follow-up update video, because I filmed the vlog of my rhinoplasty. But that will be a completely separate video, but girl, you're going to want to watch that. Would you ever do a seminar in Phoenix? Hell yeah, of course I would. I would love to do a seminar in Phoenix. I would actually have to do a seminar in every single state. That's a lot. Like, for me to actually plan that will take a lot out of me. But of course I would love to do that. Girl, invite me. Any drama or beef with any influencer? I love this question. Okay, any drama or beef with any influencer? Girl, I see you with that emoji. No, I mean, I wish. No, I'm kidding. I don't wish. No, I don't. I literally don't. I can't think of any drama or beef I have, because I don't have it. Unless someone does me wrong, I have literally only love to give. And if I have drama with anyone, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't think I do. It's all love on my end, I promise. Okay. Yay, I missed your YouTube videos. Have you tried the new Kylie bronzers yet? I actually have not. But if I need them in my life, please let me know what shades. Comment below, because I'm always looking for new bronzers. I mean, who isn't? I'm gonna dip into a little bit of the black, and I'm only using the 39A palette. I think I mentioned that earlier. I'm gonna have a little bit of darkness on the outer corners. Favorite eyeshadow palette. Ooh, that's a tough one. Mine has to be moving back and forth between the Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe or the Baked Browns from Dose of Colors. Oh my god, those two are like my holy grails. This is the thing. With the Dose of Colors one, there hasn't been a day I haven't used that palette on my clients, on myself. But is it like, can I just have that palette for the rest of my life and be happy? No, it has to be the Jaclyn Hill one. A, because there's a black in there. You have a lot of shimmers, you have a lot of mattes in there, you have neutral colors, you have bold colors. The Dose of Colors one, you don't. But on an every day-to-day basis, I reach towards the Dose of Colors one much more than I do the Jaclyn Hill one. But like I said, if I had one palette to use for the rest of my life, it would be the Morphe one. I think we're okay. I think we're doing good. Next question. How do you feel so driven, inspired at such a young age? You are extremely talented. Thank you. I dream big and I dream a lot. That inspires me. That's it. Like, my dreams inspire me. If your dreams don't inspire you, you are dreaming too little. Grab your blanket, get your head on a pillow, and dream bigger. Trust me. My dreams scare me and they inspire me at the same time. I noticed you wear a cross necklace often. Oh, yes. Does it have a religious meaning to you? It has more than just a religious meaning to me. So I have it on. I guarantee you I have it on right now. Yeah, I always have it on. Okay, so this is what she's talking about. I'm sure you guys have seen it in a lot of my selfies. I have this cross on 24/7. I shower with it. I sleep with it. If anything were to happen to this cross, I would literally be devastated. This cross was gifted to me by my brother, which it has a super special meaning on the back, and I'll show you guys because it's engraved. He had it designed for me, and he engraved to my loved sister on the back of it. Oh, and I love it so much. It's so special to me. He has such an important role in my life, and like the fact that I have this on 24/7 makes me feel like he's with me 24/7. If you come into my house and you're trying to rob my house and you touch, oh, that's a dirty Q-tip. That was probably used to brush off foundation from my eyebrow. I promise I don't like clean my ears and throw Q-tips everywhere. But what? But yeah, so if you're trying to rob my house and I'm home and you try to take this, or you try to touch my pets, oh, war. Take my clothes, take my shoes, take my bed, whatever you want, but do not touch my necklace and do not touch my animals. Can you guys see that? Does it show? I'll try to zoom in. Can you guys see? It says, to my loved sister. No? Yeah? I hope you guys can see. But yeah. So next question was if I had any other interests other than makeup. And actually, yes. If I wasn't a makeup artist, I would A, be a photographer, or B, I would be in the jewelry industry. Oh, love that. I would be a buyer for like a very prestige, like luxurious jewelry line. Oh my god, that would be my dream, to like pick out what rings I want in the store. Like, yes to this, no to this. That's not shiny enough. I want 5 more carats on this one. Oh, that would be a dream. Oh, honestly, my makeup looks really fantabulous. Okay, but that's gotta go. Hold on, I see a little smudgy smudge. If you guys follow any YouTubers that you think I would enjoy, please tag them below. Let me know who they are, because I can totally get inspired by some of their work. And just please tag someone who's real, you know, like I've heard Tati's a good one. Does that ring a bell? Tati? I've heard that she's super real. If she is, let a sister know. I will definitely binge watch her. I'm just gonna live my best while I blend my best. That's my job. Should that be a thing? Live your best while you blend your best. No, it's lame. So I have my skin not primed but moisturized already. But lately, I don't know why. I don't know if it's this weather. I don't know if it's just me. But lately, my skin has not been accepting foundation really well. I'm just going to use a Laura Mercier primer. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I became so dry in certain areas. I have a very oily T-zone, but it is not oily up until like 2 hours after I put the foundation on. But then everywhere else is so dry. Like, my under eye area has been so disgustingly dry lately. My forehead has been cracking. This, you see that? It shows throughout my foundation, and that is not pretty. Whatever. We got bigger problems. I'm just saying this because I'm sure there's something you guys recommend. If there is, please let us know. So I'm going to be taking the Estee Lauder foundation. This is the Double Wear foundation in the shade Tawny. I mixed a pinch of, not sand, buff, because I am not as tan as I wish I was. And you guys, I know I always talk about this foundation and I pretty much only use this foundation. I will venture out, but let me tell you this, okay? Let's have a little moment-to-moment, heart-to-heart foundation talk. I tried a different foundation. I used it for an Instagram video. And it was good. It was good upon application, but as like not even an hour passed, I was like, okay, this is exactly why you stick to what you know. You stick to what works for you, okay? And I have yet to use a foundation, okay? Yet to use, that lasts, covers, and makes my skin feel as amazing as this one does. But when I went to wash off my makeup, I looked in the mirror that night when I used the foundation that wasn't Estee Lauder. I'm not going to say which one it is because I'm not that person. But I literally grabbed my fingers before I was about to wipe it all off. I did this and my foundation was all on my hands. You don't want that. I don't want that. You might want that. That's just not my vibe. I use this foundation. I can have it on for, I want to say, 15 hours, 20 hours, no joke. And even if I go in the mirror and I touch my skin, you don't have any transfer from my face to my fingers or to anything. That's what I love about this foundation. I have tried to love other foundations. It just does not work. So if you guys know anything that is exactly like this one, comment them below. If they're not like this one, no, I'm not sold. Next question. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I do have a little booger schmugger. You guys will see him more on my channel here because he's like my spirit animal and I just like crave to do funny videos with him. But yeah, you guys will see you guys will see more of him on my channel here. That's what it is. I feel like those are such fun videos because not only is it like a break from makeup, you get to know that person, like their lifestyle, you know, like get to know me's or Q&As. Those are some of my favorite types of videos. And watching favorite videos, actual favorites, like January favorites, February favorites. I think I might film more of those, but that's where I'm at right now. Okay, this foundation application took way too long. I'm going to be using the new Morphe concealers. I'm going to be using 2 shades because I think this one is a little too light for me. No, I got this, whatever. We'll use 1 shade. It's the C1.35. And a little secret, if you guys feel like your concealer is a little bit too light and you don't have another concealer, when you're done blending it, go over top of it with the remaining foundation you have left. Like I have a little bit left here on my palette. If this does look too light, I'll just go back in with the foundation and dab a little bit over top. So I want to talk to you guys about this sponge. So I don't know if you guys have seen this, heard of it. I never heard about it until I went to the Morphe Fluidity event. Fluidity? Yeah, okay, got it. So this is their newest sponge that they recommend applying the foundation with. I looked at it and I was like, okay, like flat surface. I want to blend with a round surface. Best sponge I have yet to use. I never thought that the flat surface would feel and blend your skin so perfectly. I don't know what it is. Something about the flat surface just feeds the product into your skin. I love it. I think everyone needs to try this. I do wish this part was more like straight, you know, like, okay, this is a dirty beauty blender, don't judge it. But I wish the pointy part was more thinner so I can just like, you know, get in there easily. But now all I do is I just squish it and blend. Not blend. Buff? Bounce? Bounce. Squish it and bounce, which is not a problem for me at all. I still recommend this one over the Beauty Blender. And I think they have really mastered the texture of this sponge. It is so bomb. But I'll link it below. I have a coupon code too. My OGs know my coupon code for Morphe is just Glamour by Suzy. So now I'm going to take a little bit of the foundation because the concealer is a little bit too light for me. I'm not trying to be like extra savage today. I'm going to blend a little bit of the foundation over top of the concealer and it just kind of muted it out, you know? Okay, I feel like I jumped off of the questions because I just got so carried away talking about makeup. But next question is, how do you stay so positive and kind in a world filled with the opposite. That is so sweet. Love you back. Kristen Liesel. If you want the world to be a better place, make it a better place. Be a better person. That's how I see it. What do you get out of being a bad person or being a negative person or being unkind? What do you get out of it? Like, I literally want to know. If you guys get something out of it, let me know. You can't, because you don't get anything out of it. What? Like, you're right? Okay, great. Kudos. You're right. Moving on. And then what? Like, what do you get out of being an unkind person? Like, nothing. My heart is way too big and way too filled with love to be bad, to be unkind, to be rude, you know? Like, I want to say this because I know this will help a lot of people out there. I have problems, a lot of problems, just like the person next to you does. Everyone has an issue, everyone. And you don't know how bad someone can be having it. So why be unkind? You do know that one compliment to someone who's having a really shitty day can make them feel so much better. So why not do that? Why not smile at the person that you walk past? You know, I just feel like everyone is so caught up with trying to be the best and trying to kind of excel and be better than the next person that people forgot to spread love. That's a big reason as to why I stay kind, because I know that a lot of people have a lot of stuff that they're going through, and you will never know. The person that you look up to the most, like one of your biggest role models, think about that person for a second. That person's going through a lot. You don't know it, but that person is. Trust me. Trust me when I say I drop everything that gets put into my hands. Everything. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of the Cover FX Matte Setting Powder. I am in the shade medium and a dab of light. And I'm using this E3 powder brush, which I want to rave about right now because it is one of my favorites. I'm using the matte setting powder just to set the areas that I didn't put translucent powder. I want to say for the past 3 weeks, I have been only using this to set my face. It's not like one of those huge, big, bulky setting. Do I have a brush like that? No. I want to compare this brush to something like this. This is like your average standard, all over the face powder brush. This is what you need in your life. I have been using these for a while. It really takes up half of my face, you know? So when I do buff powder into my face, the powders get into my eye, they get into my hair. So we said goodbye to these and we said hello to the E3. This is, wow, this sounds like a commercial. It's small enough to not interfere with any other part of your face when you are powdering, but it's big enough and it's fluffy enough, like it's super loose, to get your whole face powdered. It feels amazing on the skin too. So for bronzer, I am going to be taking the E4, and I'm going to be taking a bronzer that I don't want to be using, but I have to because I have nothing else here. This is the Alexis and Colourpop Cosmetics collaboration, but the shade is just too dark for me. That's exactly why I am going to be just bronzing carelessly. Just going to be warming up my skin. I don't want to go in and contour with this because the shade, like I said, isn't for me right now. I'm a little too pale, but my skin needs a little warmth. I feel like everyone is always on the hunt for a new bronzer, like a new amazing bronzer. So if any of you guys have seen any reviews of the Kylie bronzers, link them below, or like just tell me, I'll search for it, because I want to know if I need it in my life. I do know a lot of people just say they love her stuff just to say they love her stuff, but find me like a real honest review, because I do want to purchase like 3 different shades of a bronzer formulation that I love. So if you guys want to get like a little bit of a reference, Hoola from Benefit is my baby. I can never put that bronzer down. Anything that I use, I always go back to that one, and it works perfect for me. Oh my god, my blush brush just got foundation all over it. Yucky. Out this goes too. I'm totally exaggerating. Once this video is over, I have to go pick those up, clean them, use them, because I'm not going to just throw brushes. But it's funny, you know, like throwing brushes out because they piss you off, you know? And so I'm going to bounce back into the eyes before I finish like my blush and highlight and all of that. I want to just really smoke out the lower lash line right now because I'm really vibing with that look. The same shadows that I use for my crease, I'm just going to buff the lower lash line. And I think I will add eyeliner in this too. Do you guys see the difference that this just made? Please look. I barely blended it. I'm just applying it with a shader brush. But look at the difference. This eye looks so much more awake, so much more bigger, so much more sexy. sexier. I'm going to take a little more fluffier shader brush. This is the Morphe E18. Like I mentioned, all of the products will be listed below. And I'm going to just buff that out and then kind of bring it a little bit lower, but not too low because that's when you kind of go overboard. I'm just going to connect it back to the shadow where we blended it here. My camera just overheated, so it turned off. Gave it a little bit of break. I did this under eye area off camera, but I stopped this where the clip got cut off. Now I'm going to take a flat brush. This is a Morphe E43. I'm going to take a really dark shadow, not black just yet, but I'm going to apply this really, really close to my lash line. And I want this to be much thinner than the shadow that we just blended out. Because if this, the darkness, overpowers the lighter shades that we applied, there isn't going to be like a nice gradient or like an ombre effect or a blend, if you will. So I'm going to apply this and then I'm going to go back in with this brush and buff it out with no additional product. This just became a tutorial real quick. Oh, I'm not answering questions. Okay. Let's see what else. What's your favorite memory / moment in your makeup career? Oh my god, that's a great question. I don't know what to say to that. I think the people that I've met because of makeup. Oh, heck yes, yes, my people. My people are my greatest memory because not only are they a memory, they became connections and they became friends, you know? My people. You guys, I've had a lot of great memories throughout my makeup career. Whether it's like traveling, whether it's hosting classes, whether it's like these nice events where I just kind of like stop at all times and just look back and say like, wow, like, this is awesome, you know? This is awesome. So someone asked, when are you done with school? I am actually done in May. I graduate this May and I am so excited. You guys cannot imagine. Like, I feel like I've been in school for 14 years because I've actually had to miss out on a lot of stuff makeup and career wise because I was stuck in school, and that really turned me off of school. It made me not want to go. It made me kind of build hate towards school. But now that I'm in my last semester, I don't know if it's because it's my last semester, but I am enjoying it so much to the, oh, who is this? If you asked me a year ago, I would have been like, don't do it. Don't go to school. But do it. Trust me, do it. Even though, of course, degree and education doesn't define you, it plays a little bit of a role. Everyone automatically assumes YouTubers don't have degrees. They don't have, you know, education or a higher level of knowledge, which some people don't, and that's totally fine. You can still be successful without a degree. But for me to be able to say that I do have a degree just makes me feel some type of way. It makes me feel very happy, and I have my parents to thank for that because they were the ones who pushed me to stay in school. I still don't think I would have left school if it wasn't for them. I'm not that big of a rebel, but girl, I had thoughts. I was like, not going to class today, but you best believe, you know, I dragged my butt and I went to class. Not gonna blame my absence of YouTube because of school, but that does play a role as well because I wasn't able to create content every week. This semester's schedule is a little bit more flexible time-wise. I am in school every single day of the week other than Fridays, Saturdays, and of course Sundays. Those are the 2 days that I'm working, but time-wise it's a little bit more flexible. I will have the chance to film at least once or twice a week. I'm happy about that because in my previous semesters, I was resenting school because I couldn't film and I couldn't be where I want to be YouTube-wise, and that made me hate school because I felt like it's taking me back from what I could be. I want to be delivering so much more to my subscribers, but it's okay because I see the light. I'm graduating and I'm all yours. Okay, I took the KKW Beauty Concealer in the shade 2 and I just outlined my brow. This I feel like really carves out your brows and makes your brow look so much more put together. If you don't want to do too much work filling in your brow, I do recommend carving it. It makes it look like you really tried. And it makes your brows look super nice and filled and defined. I feel like I can never talk while I'm doing this because it's so precise. Concealer just makes it so bright. So bright, and that's why I love it. And then I just buff it out. The brush I was using for that concealer placement was from Perezi. I wouldn't say like that's the only brush you need for this purpose. You can use any other, you know, defined precision brush. But this is what I had at hand, so it does the job. I don't even know if Prezi is still around. I take my ring finger or pinky and kind of blend that part. So now what I'm gonna do is take a highlight. Any highlight will do. Probably gonna use, I'll use Champagne Pop. So the concealer we put on to carve out our brows is what's gonna act as a base to grab this powder highlight and make it look really poppin'. So I'm just gonna take my pinky and go over top of that concealer, just like the highest part of the brow, and then take the blending brush that we use to kind of buff it out, just to dust any of the powder from the brow and merge this part so there are no harsh highlight lines. You see that? Love this method. Lately I've been only applying my brow bone highlight with my pinky and it works wonders. So I missed out on one step of the eyes when I did this off camera. I also put eyeliner in my eye, starting with tight lining the top part because that is super important. Makes your lashes look so much longer and fuller. And I'm just gonna give it like one little swipe on my waterline. The eyeliner I used was the Rimmel London Exaggerate eyeliner. It claims to be waterproof. Don't think it is waterproof, which I'm okay with because I don't like anything waterproof. But it definitely stays on a very long time. It doesn't just smudge away or clump up in your inner tear duct area. The next question is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Ooh, 5 years. Okay, well, wow, to think that that will be in the 2020s. That's crazy. I don't know where I'll be in the next 5 years. I just feel like I have so much that I want to do. I don't know where I'll land. But for sure, I'll definitely excel in my YouTube career. I'll probably be where I want to be in 5 years. I have a home, of course. That's like my dream. I dream to just turn a house into a home. Work-wise, I don't think I'll be doing makeup in 5 years. Sorry to my clients. Love you all. But I don't know. Maybe I will. Who knows? Wherever I am, if I have my people, I'm going to be good. Whatever I'm doing. Doesn't matter what level of success I'm at. What I've reached, what goal I have or have not accomplished. If I am with the right people that I love and just can't live without, I'm gonna be good. I'm doing lashes. I love it how I said, I'm gonna do so simple, get ready with me. And here I am popping on lashes. I always have to kind of like tuck at my eye a little bit and then place the lash. Tuck in the inner corner. And then tuck in the outer corner, and it's done. What I also do is I give it a second. I know a lot of people tend to just kind of keep going back at it and poking at it and making sure it doesn't move, but you have to allow the glue to kind of dry. That way you're kind of giving the lash glue the time it needs to merge with your lashes, and then it's stuck. Voila. Now I'm just gonna apply the second one. Like, this eye is always so much more easier to apply lashes. Literally done. Now, do I know what these lashes are called? Absolutely not. Do I hate myself for forgetting the name of these? Absolutely. So I'm going to take the black in the palette and I'm going to just set the lash glue with the shadow, because some glues, and I know Duo has this issue, some glues leave like a shiny residue to it because I love it to be matte. Time for mascara and another question. Let's see. What is your biggest fear in life and how do you recommend overcoming fears? Wow. This just got deep. Biggest fear in life is losing someone. I need chapstick. When it comes down to the topic of fears, I have learned that if you give it power, it's gonna come back in your life. Like, I believe in the law of attraction so much. I wish you guys can experience the things I experience in my life when I give it power, because I swear it comes back to me. So yes, my biggest fear is losing someone I love, like my family, my friends, my people. And if I sit and think about it a lot, it really gets to me. And even more so than that, I fear death myself. Like, I know this just got really deep, but I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I'm being real with you. You guys are asking me. That's what I fear. I know you're not supposed to think about it, and I know you're supposed to, like, enjoy life as long as you're here and you're, you know, healthy and happy. But don't you guys ever wonder, like, and then what? You know, like, the only advice I can recommend is to not give power to your fear. You don't want to feed it. So if you fear something, just know that you're not alone, okay? Everyone fears something. Whether you fear not being successful in life, whether you fear losing someone just like me, don't give power to it. One day, sooner or later, we're gonna experience our fears firsthand, and you need to be okay with it, and you need to not be afraid of it. If you fear anything, I hope you don't give it too much of your time, too much of your effort, and just let it be. Let life take its course. I've learned to let life take its course, and it's been good to me. This next step that I'm going to show you guys in my makeup application has changed my routine up so much. It makes me feel so much more awake, alive, and fresh. I'm taking a brightening powder. This one, or the KKW #1, is my fave. I'm taking a little bit of that, and I'm going to apply it right underneath my eyes. This really brightens up your look. I am using the Morphe filter 2 powder, and this is just their face powders, and this adds such a nice, bright, clean, smooth under eye appearance. So I apply it with the Morphe E49 brush, and then I dust it out with this brush. This was my blush brush that I use. Morphe M500, yes, 500. Super loose, super fluffy. It dispenses the perfect amount of blush onto your cheeks. Or you guys know those like shimmery highlights? Like here, I'll put some on. This is the BH Cosmetics Wild and Radiant palette. I love this palette for like a sheer glow over top of a blush. I'm gonna just dig into all 4 shades and just smile and go over top of my blush. It adds a super cute little glow. Nothing major, maybe a little bit on your nose. If you could be one person for a day, who would it be? Oh, easy, Fallon Carrington. Tell me you watch Dynasty. If you watch Dynasty, you know what's up. I have such an obsession with Fallon Carrington in the show. I at first didn't care for her that much. I thought she was a little bit too like snobby and the B word, a brat. As time went by, I began to love her character. She is like my spirit animal. If I'm going through anything, or if I have a decision to make, I always tell myself, what would Fallon do? Those of you who have seen it, did season 2 disappoint you or not? Because Mama's not happy right now. I'm not happy with the way they ended season 1. Oh. After highlighting, I am taking my bronzer brush and kind of just dusting over it so there are no harsh lines of the highlight. And with whatever is left on my highlight brush, I'm just going to go over top of it on my Cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, and take the small little defining brush that we use to define our brows. I'm going to go along the bridge of my nose and then a dab right there. Time for lips. So since I went all out for this video, why not do a lip, right? Why not? On a day-to-day basis, I do not wear lipsticks. I do not wear lip liners. I'm not crazy for that. But the Dose of Colors lip liners are fantastic. They recently launched. And I don't have the shade Dime with me, which is what I would normally wear with my lip combo. But I'm gonna swatch these two and see which one I like better. Okay, I'm gonna use the shade Undressed. And I'm actually going to be filling in the full lip because since I'm doing a glossy lip, if the gloss kind of runs out in the center, as long as I have a base that matches the color of the gloss, it won't look as obvious if I need a touch up or not. So as for the actual gloss color, I'm going to be using the shade Can You Not. I have been obsessing over this gloss since the day they launched. When you're merging them together, you don't want to do this. With this gloss, you want to do this because it makes it super consistent and opaque. It doesn't move the color around. Alright guys, this completes my look. I hope you guys enjoyed the chit chat get ready with me / life update / hangout. I will be back with a video with my grandma, so keep on the lookout. turn your post notifications on so you guys can get notified for that video because it is so funny. And every product that I've mentioned or used will be linked and listed below. Not all of them will be linked, but they'll be listed below. And if I can find the link, I got you. So subscribe if you haven't already, join the Glam fam, and I will see you all in the next video.